Tonight, a World Cup showdown delivers. Thousands of England and Croatia fans turn Arlington into a sea of flags, chants, and national pride. Plus, the FC Dallas striker who made history in today's game.
The FIFA World Cup bringing a major boost to businesses big and small. I'll show you what's flying off the shelves coming up.
New tonight, police searching for a man caught on camera emptying a cash register at a popular barbecue spot. And new details on a fiery plane crash on a highway in Texas. But first, residents along the Gulf Coast bracing for flooding.
God willing, this is, an adventure we won't have to go through.
Yeah, we're going to start tonight with an update on the remnants of Tropical Storm Arthur. It came ashore south of Houston and continues to move along the Gulf Coast. Here's a look at the skyline in New Orleans, where it is still dry right now.
Have a look at this. Here's a look at the surf coming into Galveston, but no rain falling at this hour. There was some flooding along the Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County this afternoon. The tide coming up to the road and surrounding some beachfront property there. Look at that. Residents just out there in the water, and the stronger waves, though, did attract surfers to the beach. Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkas is tracking its path, and a weather alert day here tomorrow.
The bulk of the rain with that system, the last 12 hours or so, the bulk of it, not all of it clearly, but the bulk of it has stayed offshore out in the Gulf of Mexico. And I want you to take a look at what's happening out there right now. And at this point, yes, there is some rain that's moving into coastal Louisiana, but for the most part, other than maybe a spotty shower here in the Galveston area, that's about it. And that's exactly what's left of Arthur. Arthur did make a landfall just several hours ago. Right now, the winds have diminished below tropical storm level, 39 miles an hour to 74. That's a tropical storm. We're at 35 right now. So the path of this takes it off to the northeast, and that means a lot of heavy rain right along the path and then east of there. The deep south, looking at anywhere from 6 to 8, maybe up to 12 inches of rain in some spots, and some isolated areas within these locations could see close to 20 inches of rain. So some very heavy rain across the deep south, not across Texas. Now, in Texas, we have a WFA weather alert day tomorrow for Dallas, Fort Worth, and North Texas due to the heat advisory. Noon until 9 p.m. tomorrow. Heat index values up to 110 degrees. It will indeed be hot. The rain from what's left of Arthur, that moves off to the northeast of us. It will keep us dry as we head through tomorrow. But I do have rain on the way. I have some rain on my Friday and my Saturday forecast. I'll have the timeline coming up.
We have a lot of fans in town for the World Cup who aren't really used to this kind of heat. So the Arlington Fire Department shared this graphic to stay safe in the sun. Apply sunscreen, find some shade wherever you can, wear a hat and sunglasses, and stay hydrated with water or Gatorade.
And you can always get weather updates on WFAA Plus, including live radar. Our streaming app is free to download to your TV. Today's World Cup match at Dallas Stadium was a huge success, but it hasn't been smooth sailing all around.
Yeah, the fire marshal shut down a popular English pub because of too many World Cup fans. First, though, that full house at Dallas Stadium. According to the scoreboard, there were 70,389 fans inside, about 250 shy of the official capacity.
Yeah, fans had a blast watching the game and celebrating England's win over Croatia. Pete and I were at Texas Live during our evening newscast, where the partying started early this morning, and guess what, Chris? It's still going on tonight.
Yeah, but that party ended a lot earlier at the Londoner pub in Dallas. Tonight, some fans are accused of causing damage to the property and landscaping at Mockingbird Station. Management and the fire marshal agreed to close the bar due to overcrowding, and when we showed up there earlier, we did see fans showing up to watch the later matches, only to find the doors locked. Richard Solomon is live outside the Londoner tonight with more on what happened.
Yeah, guys, this place was rowdy, according to an employee that works for the Londoner. I spoke with them earlier, and they told me they had to close this location because of that property damage that you mentioned, Chris, because of large crowds in town visiting, watching the World Cup match. It was England versus Croatia today. I wanted you to look at this video. This was from inside the bar last night. The employee that I spoke with says folks drank the place clean. The employee also said at points people were on top of tables and even breaking things. Now, The Londoner posted this picture on its Facebook page today saying they're thankful for the businesses in the area for managing the chaos. But if you're familiar with this area, they're more than just businesses. People also live around here. We actually just spoke with a woman who was walking her dog who said she saw the large crowd out there earlier today. We also heard from Dallas Fire Rescue this evening. They say the pub was over capacity multiple times and the crowd wasn't cooperating. So this location is taking some time to recover. The pub announced that they will be open again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, there was some responsible fun happening today around the Metroplex. Again, that game, that huge game over in Arlington, England versus Croatia. I was at a couple watch parties today and spoke with fans about them taking in this moment responsibly.
Have you ever watched pure chaos play out in real time? If not, welcome to the World Cup. On Wednesday's slate, England and Croatia faced off at Dallas Stadium. And at Fair Park,
the people here,
yeah, it's a lot hot.
Spot on. It's a lot hotter than it is at home.
Tom Dow says he and some of his best mates traveled all the way from England and didn't have a ticket to the match. They didn't need one.
Hopefully, for this World Cup, having it in Dallas, you guys have been able to experience the World Cup in here.
You see, the match between the teams has deep history. In the 2018 World Cup semifinal, Croatia beat England, and the energy at Fair Park matched perfectly at Texas Live in Arlington. Fans turned the venue into a sea of red and white. But Sir Christian Turner, the British ambassador to the United States, says there's another prize.
This is extraordinary power and connectivity that reminds us that what unites us is far bigger than what divides us.
England would get their sweet victory over Croatia for this round. But fans showed the World Cup experience isn't defined by a ticket.
This, hands down, by far, is one of the most friendliest places I've ever been in my life.
It's coming home!
It's defined by moments that create pure memories. In Dallas, I'm Richard Solomon.
I'll never forget the scene at Texas Live today. The shirts were flying off, going all over the place. Well, the World Cup isn't just filling seats at Dallas Stadium. It's filling cash registers across North Texas. As Adriana de Alba shows us, the World Cup is projected to generate up to $2 billion in economic impact for the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Right across Dallas Stadium,
It's been a lot of fun.
the FIFA World Cup has taken over this Walmart. What are the fans like when they come in?
Oh, fans have been pretty excited.
Store manager Adrian Frazier prepared to give the crowds what they want. From Croatia to Argentina and Jordan, this is the one-stop shop to snag all the apparel for the matches being played at Dallas Stadium. And surprisingly, these international travelers, well, they want the Texas stuff too. Kensuke Kameda, here from Japan, is excited about his new Rangers hat.
Yes, the design of this hat is so good.
And their takeaways of North Texas are pretty funny.
Train and bus is so cheap.
What do you think of Walmart?
Very cheap.
They especially loved the air-conditioned Dallas Stadium.
The cooler, there was a cooler.
At AT&T Stadium.
Yes.
As fans pour in to watch these matches, so do the dollars for North Texas businesses, big and small.
How are you doing today? Just let me know if I can help.
Over at the British Emporium in Grapevine,
People have been coming in for flags, for scarves. We actually ran out of scarves today.
owner Sheila Bailey and England fans are celebrating today's big win.
We are absolutely overjoyed and excited.
She's seeing imported goods fly off shelves. It's good news for her small business of 34 years. She says tariffs have been a challenge.
And I cannot tell you how excited we've been, our customers have been, everyone that has been visiting around the world. It's just been great.
Long before a champion is crowned, North Texas businesses are already winning. In Arlington,
Thank you so much for coming in.
I'm Adriana de Alba.
Now that we've heard from the fans and business owners, let's get to what happened on the pitch.
Yeah, Joe Trahan was inside Dallas Stadium when an FC Dallas striker scored his first World Cup goal.
I can't imagine what that moment was like for Peter Musser, because remember, that was his World Cup debut as well. So you go out there, you score a goal. It just doesn't get much better than that. And listen, even though the World Cup promises some of the highest level soccer that you could find. There's no guarantee it's always going to be that great. We've been fortunate so far at Dallas Stadium. 2 games, 2 very entertaining affairs. England and Croatia lived up to the hype. The Brits are contenders to win the World Cup. The Croatians ranked just outside the top 10, and they did put on a show. Harry Kane, of course, he's the star for Britain, and he had a pair of first-half goals to put England in front early. The Croatians pushed back, and this is what we mentioned to you before. FC Dallas striker Peter Musa, he scored to tie it at 2 at the half in his World Cup debut. Incredible stuff there. But England dominated the second half. Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford both score, and the Brits beat Croatia 4-2. Now, more quality soccer here in Texas. 10 goals in the last 3 halves. It doesn't get any better than that. And coming up, we will also have the latest injury news from Team USA on star Christian Pulisic. That is coming up later in sports, Izzy.
So much fun, Joe. Thank you. And in just the last hour, Team USA arrived in Seattle ahead of their next World Cup match. The American team faces Australia in their second Group D match Friday afternoon. The Ultimate Dallas Sports Show will be talking all things World Cup tomorrow. It is streaming live at noon weekdays on WFAA Plus and again at 9 p.m.
Well, tonight, the Dallas City Council has taken another step toward moving to a new city hall. Members approved spending $2 million to extensively examine 4 buildings in the Central Business District. The measure passed 9-5. Some council members pushed back on the cost, claiming it's like committing to a new city hall before an actual decision. But City Manager Kim Tolbert says a report should be ready by August.
We are learning more about a deadly plane crash on a Texas highway. A small plane landed on its side and split in 2 in Laredo. It caught fire with 6 people trapped inside. Good Samaritans rushed to help them get out. A businessman from Austin was killed in that crash. 3 teenagers and 2 pilots were taken to a hospital for treatment. The plane was flying from San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, to Austin. Police say it diverted to Laredo for mechanical issues. The NTSB will be in charge of the investigation.